You shot straight, but you shot late. Holla at me. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
24 on state work down our 46 on split 10-4.
Y'all, they done got that boy. I say they done got that Julio Foolio boy. I told them they would go get him. Yeah, nah, well, I didn't tell them they would go get him. I just knew they would go get him. Because the boy works hard to get got. Nah, that works hard to get shot on. Man, they shot his foot off last year, give him that pirate nub. Man, he supposed to still got his foot shot off, ain't supposed to be bouncing around on his birthday. Man, get somewhere and sit down and rest that foot and work your hip. Nigga supposed to be And then I'm thinking, at the Holiday Inn, what the ain't no protection on at the Holiday Inn. They ain't got valet parking. No, man, shit, no, man, that's why I go, man, the Holiday Inn. Man, I guess when you got an entourage rolling around, you can't go get one of them $100 rooms. You got to go, yeah. And everybody saying, man, what you think about this? Well, all I'm gonna say is, man, works hard to die. Shit, he earned this here. She, and goddamn it, should nobody be sad? Way that lived and talked gangster, should nobody be sad what did happen to Julio Foolio? One thing we know about it, he didn't go to heaven. Yeah, now one thing about it, he ain't in heaven. Nah, wait, that boy, he had all the time in the world to apologize to them people. He was going to the graveyard, rapping at the graveyard, man, making people mama cry. So shit, it's some people relieved, wiping their forehead saying, "Ooh, Lord, thank you." And then there's some people crying, said, "Oh, we gonna miss one leg, one foot." Oh, that's what the Indians would call him. The Indians give you a name, Blackfoot, Lightfoot. The Indians come up with, pale skin. So we go, I don't know, no, 1 foot. Yeah, they got 1 foot, and then they know he can't run. Yeah, they know he can't sprint with that platter foot. Yeah, not that platter foot. Can't just take off running and pivot and, so they got him. And it ain't funny, but it ain't no dishonor in death at all. And I'm just saying, if just so happen I die, I give everybody to make fun of me. I give everybody permission right now to make fun of me. Guess what? I ain't gonna hear it. I'm only gonna be up if I heard it. But I'll be if I can die and hear people laughing at me.
Say, man, hey, man, it's OG Jucario. Now, back at you with another one. And I had to come spin the YouTube block about crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, confidential CIA, Clout Chasing Charles. Because he's back in the headlines again, you guys. And guess what? This time he's giving us his I told you so speech about the death of Florida drill rapper Julio Foolio. And basically, Clout Chasing Charles, as he likes to be called, because he says he loves to chase clout. And that's what he does, right? So he's telling us, hey man, I've been told y'all that this guy, Julio Foolio, had it coming to him, right? I've been told y'all that somebody was going to do something to him because of all the disrespectful things and the antics and the things he rapped about the dead ops and things of this nature, right? So Clout Chasing Charles is telling us, hey man, this ain't, no surprise about what happened to drill rapper Julio Foolio. Because guess what? he definitely had it coming his way. Wow. Yikes. And you can't blame Clout Chasing Charles for giving his unbiased opinion about what happened in the death of Julio Foolio. Now, Jucario, the sailor man, has said many times that Julio Foolio was going to bite the dust pretty soon. And if you go back to the videos that the all-seeing eye Charles has made about Julio Foolio and the interviews that he did with Say Cheese and so on about Julio, he's basically said that, hey, this guy has it coming to him because of the messages he's putting out to the youth. The demonic and satanic rap, this drill rap, this murder rap that Foolio is putting out is definitely going to come back to spin his block one day. And Charleston has a good message, and he has a spot-on message, because anytime you put that type of energy out there, anytime that's all you rap about is murder, guess what? Obviously, apparently, and allegedly, this will come back to haunt you. Now, crazy cockeyed commando Clout Chasing Charles got up under a lot of people's skin when he said that Julio Foolio is not in heaven right now. And I have to agree with Clout Chasing Charles, because that's a true statement. Anytime an individual or rapper, as we're speaking of now, like Julio Foolio, spoke about homicidal tendencies, killing people, murders that he allegedly did, right? Disrespecting the dead and such and so on. I don't believe that the Almighty, the Creator, God, is going to beckon you and welcome you through heaven's gates. Nah, I definitely don't believe it works like that, you guys. That is not of God. That would definitely be of Satan, okay? So Clout Chasing Charles definitely has a point with that, because a lot of the youth needs to know. And anytime you're out here living a life of murder, mayhem, and straight disrespect towards the dead and the living, guess what? I don't think it's going to turn out too good for you in the afterlife. Now, the all-seeing eye Charles told us, hey, when I die, look, make fun of me also, because I'm not going to be able to hear you. I'm dead and gone. You know, I have no more senses. I can't see, can't hear, can't taste or smell, feel, none of that. So I won't be able to hear you anyway, right? And as always, this is classic, crazy, cockeyed, commando, cuckoo, cool, Captain, confidential, CIA, Clout Chasing Charles content, because he's spot on with what he's saying, and he's always tried to open our eyes up to this drill rapping, you know, the things that go on with the Chicago drill rap scene, as well, as far as Tuka, you know, and his mother and how she felt when Tuka lost his life, and people were saying that they were smoking on Tuka. So he's been, you know, relaying this message for a while now. And now that Julio Foolio is now dead and gone, now we have crazy cockeyed commando Charles just, you know, reiterating what he's already said in the past about this drill rapper Foolio. As so many others spoke on, the all-seeing cockeyed Charles was saying he couldn't understand why Julio Foolio would go to a Holiday Inn. You know, a high-profile rapper like yourself, what is he doing at a place like that? And he said, well, obviously, if you had all these dudes with you, right? This big entourage of gangsters, you're not going to take them to a fancy hotel, right? So he probably, you know, had a point with that. And that's probably why Julio Foolio ended up in a low-end, low-budget hotel such as the Holiday Inn. Crazy, cockeyed, commando, cuckoo, cool, Captain, confidential, CIA, Clout Chasing Charles also had a point about people being relieved that this gangster, this demon, Julio Foolio, is finally dead, because now people can breathe, and they're relieved that they don't have to put up with any more Julio Foolio antics and threats anymore in their life. Anybody that he had beef with and problems with, because if he was anything like he rapped about, if he was anything along the lines of this demon that he was claiming to be. I'm pretty sure all his ops and people who had problems with him are very well pleased with his death. Wow. And another thing that I agree with crazy, cockeyed, commando, Clout Chasing Charles is that Julio Foolio definitely seemed like he worked hard to die, because he was posting all of his locations for some strange, odd reason, as if he was taunting his ops that were 3 hours away in Jacksonville from Tampa to come and do something to me out here in Tampa, you guys. Look, I'm at an Airbnb, I'm in Tampa. I'm telling you guys that this pool party I'm having is starting at 5 or 6 o'clock, right? Okay, so get here. Then he also tells his ops, hey, I'm going to this club called Truth 18. Wow, really? Is that where you're going to be at, Julio? And it doesn't stop there, because Julio was still posting his locations that he was going to be at beforehand, right? At least a week before his birthday, saying that he was going to be at the strip club called Teasers. But some type of way, this Teasers birthday bash that he was supposed to have got canceled, because people were already saying in the comment sections, R.I.P. Foolio, right? This place is going to get shot up. They're going to shoot the water out of the swimming pool. I'm not going. So people were already predicting his death was going to happen if he showed up to do his birthday bash at this Teasers strip club, you guys. So he was already telling the ops, hey, I'm going to be in Tampa. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. And not only that, he was also telling the people that he was at these promo places where he was doing drops for these people's businesses, specifically a wig store and 2 cell phone shops that he did promos and drops for, and videos that he posted on his page. And these businesses are in Tampa. And this is the same day before that night and leading on up into that morning where he was killed there in Tampa, Florida. Wow. Yeah. So, did Julio Foolio work hard to get himself killed? Well, you could definitely say that. And Charleston White, I detect no lies when you say that, my brother. Because all that seems like Julio Foolio did everything he could to get the ops to, run down on him. And run down on him they did indeed. Now, rest in peace to drill rapper Julio Foolio. So he was definitely taunting his ops in some type of way, right? That these are all the locations I'm at in Tampa. Y'all come and get me. Catch me if you can. So, the all-seeing cockeyed Charles strikes again, you guys. And he was spot on about Julio Foolio possibly losing his life real soon behind the mayhem and the madness and murder rap that he took to the internet to spew out to the world. And unfortunately, Julio Foolio is no longer with us. So, y'all keep it locked to OG Jucario TV for more content. And until next time, you're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey, man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button. And look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. And you already know what it is, man. It's deeper than booty hair. And guess what? I'm gone.